screen. She's a straight shooter, if you know what I mean. Dishing out the truth about the royal scene with a fist of fire and a voice so keen. Hitting hard with those ultra-brit vibes. No sugarcoating, no false alibis. Tearing down the lies she despises. Yorkshire lass with fire in her eyes. Stef don't play, she holds the line. Shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign. Fearless and bold with a soul that shines. In a sea of fake, she's a beacon bright, unraveling the drama without a fright. Armored with honesty, ready to fight. Injustice quivers at her sight. Unbreakable will won't be confined. Mind of steel and heart redefined. Rhetoric sharp, leaving dust behind. In Stef's world, truth is intertwined. Stef don't play, she holds the line. Shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign. Fearless and bold with a soul that shines. Will won't be confined. Mind of steel and heart redefined. Rhetoric sharp, leaving dust behind. In Stef's world, truth is intertwined. Stef don't play, she holds the line. Shouting from the rooftops across the digital vine. Harry and Meghan under her sign. Fearless and bold with a soul that shines.
Hey up everyone and welcome to the Daily Nerd Live Friday edition. How y'all doing? How has your week been getting on? Thank you so much to everyone that's tuning in live on the replay. You guys are awesome. Just to let you guys know the rundown for what's going to happen for today's Daily Nerd Live for Friday the 21st of February 2025. Well, first up we're going to get to A-lister backlash. Oh yes, Meghan Markle's as ever brand gets called out as inauthentic by Hollywood A-listers. Her brand is getting slammed as fake by Hollywood. Hollywood just is not buying it whatsoever. Who is speaking out against Megxie and calling her brand fake? We're going to get onto that momentarily. And then the next topic in today's Daily Nerd Live is Meghan Markle's brand has been called an insult to real lifestyle gurus. What's going on there? Well, a grifter's got a grift, right? And I don't think she's putting in the work that the real lifestyle gurus are putting in. Do you agree with me, guys? Well, yes, her brand, as ever, has been called an insult in the real lifestyle guru arena. Who's saying what? What's going on? We'll discuss that in the second topic for today's live stream. And then we get on to the third topic. Woo! Prince Harry's visa lawsuit takes a shocking twist. You alternate OGs out there will know I've been covering this lawsuit right from the beginning. We have an update. And it's a shocking one, so we'll get onto that on the third topic. And then we round things off with Megxie's friend, Mindy Kaling, leaving us all cringing over her new comments pretty much about Megxie's upcoming Netflix show. Yeah, what's Mindy saying? Why is it leaving us all cringing? join the cringe fest with me on the fourth and final topic for today's Daily Nerd Live, Friday the 21st of February. Again, thank you so much to everyone that's joining live or watching on the replay. If you haven't done so already, do make sure you subscribe to join our Alternate Tribe, like, share, all of that good stuff. And just a little bit of an announcement before we crack into the first topic of the day. Essentially, the link is pinned right at the top of the live chat. And for those watching on the replay, the link is in the description bar below to my second channel. Oh, when I can show you it. Hang on a minute. Should have done that before. There we go. Ta-da! Yes, so the expansion of the Altiverse continues with my second channel, Political Nerds. If you haven't done so already, please go on over and subscribe to Political Nerds. The link is in the description bar below. And for those watching live, the link is pinned right at the top of the live chat, because straight after this live stream, you're going to be redirected to Political Nerds and a premiere of my newest video, Stop Forcing Me to Eat Halal. If a restaurant wants to provide halal food, not a problem. But please also provide an alternative for those that don't want to eat halal meat. It's pretty much the point I'm trying to make. But there's a big major problem with some of the fast food brands, and so I'll be getting into that in the premiere video on Political Nerds that will be starting straight after this. And so those that are watching live, you'll be automatically redirected to that premiere video as soon as this live stream comes to an end. So stay tuned for so much fun today. With that being said, again, wow, so many of you already coming in already. Dawn Collins, evening all. Tammy saying hi, everyone. A up, A up, A up. Sharon saying hello from Tampa. Thanks. Project Metal Music saying, Steph, you look stunning. Okay. Well, firstly, thank you. Secondly, I really don't feel it. You guys may not see, but I'm going through a little bit of a retinol purge at the moment, specifically around me gob. Perfect, right? But it's all in the pursuit of better skin and me feeling more confident. So there we go. There is that. Hope you guys have had a wonderful week so far. And yeah, let's kick off with the first topic for today's live stream. Meghan Markle's, as ever, branded as fake by Hollywood A-listers. She's getting called out as inauthentic. Who's calling her out? Well, first and foremost, Bethany Frankel. All props and credit goes to the Fib Files at the Fib Files for sharing this on Twitter, pardon me, saying Bethany Frankel's balanced take on M. It's not a branding issue, it's an identity issue and an authenticity issue. Since Gwyneth Paltrow is now following hashtag as ever NYC on Instagram, perhaps New Yorker Bethany will do too. So yeah, let's hear Bethany Frankel's take on Megsy's new brand as ever. And then we're going to get on to the next Hollywood A-lister that's calling Megsy out as well, because there is more, so stay tuned. Let's listen to Bethany first. Let's go.
Meghan Markle can't win for losing. So you guys were irritated that that trailer for her show was perfect, like Martha Stewart, real simple perfect. And then you were irritated that she was super all natural, describing her new brand coming out where the name has changed from, I guess, American Orchard to As Ever. And I think the reason she can't win for losing is that there is a lack of identity and understanding as to exactly who she is to the audience. Like, first we're in Montecito and it's all perfect, which would have been fine, commit to the bit, because they do live in, I think, like $23 million house in Montecito, and it is pretty pristine, so commit to that bit. But I feel like because of a reaction from you guys, now it's more natural and just delivering really unfiltered, fresh out of bed content. And that is turning people off because they're like, wait, what happened to the perfect content? And then the name changed to Ever After. Someone on social media said it's because it was denied. The trademark was denied. So rather than just tell the true story, it's like another reason why the brand is called something else. And I think what's going on is since the two of them left the monarchy, they've never been able to really get their footing because there's an identity issue. Like who she used to be pre-royal to who she wants to be post-royal, what his role was as a royal to what his role is now as a post-royal. And I think it's not a branding issue, and I think it's an identity and an authenticity issue. But it's hard for people to be authentic when they're not really sure on their own who they are or what it is. And you can never let the market decide what you do or what you sell or what you produce. Like, even in product, I never let what a partner or a retailer tells me I have to do dictate what I have to do. What I want to do is inside. And that's what I think the problem is. They just want everyone to like them so badly and to be accepted and to figure out who they are and what their identity is, that they're flailing, and it never lands with you guys. You guys are just too emotionally intelligent and too good at branding, marketing, and just understanding the human psyche. No one can get anything past you guys.
No, nothing can get past us, guys. And Bethany is right. There is an identity issue when it comes to Megxie as to why she can just never succeed in anything that she's trying to grift onto us, right? The other thing is that Bethany respectfully misses on all of this is what I've been saying now for ages, which is there's a likability issue when it comes to Megxie as well. So if people don't like Megxie, then people are not going to like what Megxie are trying to sell to them in the first place. So I don't like Megxie. I'm not going to like what she's trying to sell to me. Do you know what I mean? I don't like Megxie, so I'm not going to like the brand as ever. Especially knowing that Opinion Conspiracy Theory, whatever, she's stolen it from an independent clothing brand that has had it for freaking 10 years. And a photography studio as well. Like, seriously. Yes, there's an identity issue with Megxie and a likability issue with Megxie. But overall, there's also her actions as well that makes her not likable, that makes her in a position whereby she can never win. Because she takes dumb actions by naming a brand, a name that other companies have already got. She hasn't done her due diligence good enough. And she's now in this position where, again, she may have to go back to the drawing board and rebrand and rename a brand. People have just had enough of blunder after blunder after blunder. Seriously. People are interested in her brand and what she's trying to sell. People are interested in the blunders, in the mistakes that she's making. The fact that, again, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, she's stolen the name from other companies and not done enough due diligence on it. It's insane. So, yeah, she has an identity issue. There's this inauthenticity that comes out. She ain't authentic at all. Bethany's right. Think about it. When American Riviera Orchard was launched last year on Instagram, and you had that kind of very weird, like, video that came out with it, it all looked perfect, right? As Bethany said, Martha Stewart-esque. She's rebranded herself, calling it as ever, and in that launch video, it's much more, like, less perfect, right? In reality, doing the selfie video, all that lot, right? It's less perfect. Well, who the hell is she? Is she perfect Megxie? Is she everyday, less perfect Megxie? Firstly, who gives a shiz, really, at the end of the day? But secondly, no wonder she's just not winning. Because she's making stupid mistakes like this. And she will never learn. Because, as I've learned from HD Tudor, my good friend, and please make sure you subscribe to him over on YouTube, HD Tudor. He's really, really good at spotting out the narcissism in a Meghan Markle. Another YouTuber I would highly recommend you subscribe to learn more about narcissism is Revealing the Narcissist, Revealing the Narc. She's absolutely amazing with her commentary on it as well. But her alleged narcissism, I've learned from HD Tudor, will not allow her to understand and recognise her mistakes and why she keeps on failing. Instead, she's just going to blame everyone else, and she's going to blame us, the haters. Get bent. I don't think so. So we have, first and foremost, Bethany Frankel, who, yes, is calling her out on identity and inauthenticity issue. Who else is calling her out? Meghan McCain, former The View co-host, had some choice words about Meghan Markle. Thanks to Page 6 at Page 6 for sharing this on Twitter. What does Meghan McCain have to say? It's a little bit shorter, but short and sweet, guys. Let's go.
But I also like to talk smack, so you guys are just going to have to deal with my new version of doing two-way. I cannot stand her. I love people that I can relate to, like every other 40-year-old mom. I don't want to eat her jam. I
want to eat a jam only so that I can finally conduct live the jam wars, okay? I have the King's Jam right there. I've got Small Batch Jam Co. right there, which it's rumoured she copied from, she tried to lift from. And I also have a homegrown Yorkshire jam, all right, from what's called Martha's Kitchen. No. I want to eat a jam so I can finally conduct the very well anticipated, may I add, Jam Wars live on this channel. So I actually do want her jam. But anywho, let's continue.
love Princess Kate. I don't know what she's doing. And this is like the 9th rebrand. I actually had to review her show and her podcast. And it was horrible. It was like so boring.
So here you've got Meghan McCain, former The View co-host, saying that Megsy is just so boring. So boring. Who the hell is she? 9th rebrand. What the deuce? She does not have a clue. Again, calling out her inauthenticity. Calling her out as completely fake. Because when you rebrand after rebrand after rebrand, there's a question of, well, why are you having to rebrand so many times in the first place? Shouldn't your first brand be the one? Because it's you straight off the bat, and that is it. And you're not having to act like anyone else but yourself. Like this here, Stef the Alternate, right? I'm me. There's been no rebrand on Stef the Alternate where I've called this channel anything else but Stef the Alternate. There's been different things that I've discussed over the years, such as my love for gaming, TV shows, movies, true crime, pop culture. But throughout it all, I've been me. Me, right? And so this is why this channel, this community has endured for over 4 or 5 years and will continue to. Because I'm me. Everyone knows my identity, what I'm all about. I'm a gobby Yorkshire cowbag, right? I'm going to say it as it is. Whether you agree with me or not. I don't give a shiz. I turn the camera on, I say what I gotta say. And thanks to you guys for supporting me and coming back time and time again. It really is very humbling. And I know I'm in a very, very fortunate and very lucky position. I know that. So thank you. But this is why this community has been a success, right? For a large part. Right? She hasn't. Because she's rebranded after rebranded after rebranded, but changed her identity at the same time. Again, American Riviera Orchard last year was all about the perfect housewife, it seemed. That's what it was giving off vibes of. Now this As Ever brand is, we're less imperfect, more real kind of situation. What the hell? No wonder she's been getting called out as fake and as inauthentic by Hollywood A-listers, such as Bethany Frankel and Meghan McCain. Because quite frankly, it's kind of very chaotic, her branding. Who is she? Who is she? Does anyone really give a shit at this point? The amount of rebrands that she's done, no one actually cares about the brand and what she's actually going to sell to a certain point. More focus about the brand and more news about the brand is over the blunders. Over the fact that, as ever, NYC is considering legal action. I hope they sue the living daylights out of her. The news has been about the Spanish town, where it seems like she's allegedly copied her logo from their coat of arms. News has been about that. There's been no news that I've seen where everyone's hyped for this brand launch and everyone's hyped about what she's going to sell. None of that. It's all backfiring on her. And Hollywood is taking note. And Hollywood is continuing to leave and desert her in their droves. Apart from Mindy Kaling, stay tuned for later on because she's leaving us cringing over new comments about Meg's upcoming show. So stay tuned for that. But it's absolutely insane. And so, yeah, I totally agree, first and foremost, with what Meghan McCain and what Bethany Frankel had to say. Absolutely. What do you guys think? With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I am not done with any of you guys yet. Next story up for the Daily Nerd Live Tuesday, the 21st of February 2025 is Meghan Markle's as ever brand has been called an insult to the real life guru world. Who is calling her brand an insult? Stay tuned. That'll be the second story that'll be coming up shortly. But for those watching live on the replay, do make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe. Like, share, comment. What do you think about what Meghan McCain and Bethany Frankel had to say about Meg's as ever brand? Do you agree with them? Disagree with them? Let me know. With that being said, hey up live chat, let's have a quick word with you guys before we get into the second topic for today's live stream. First and foremost though, blue_fish, hey up, oh my goodness, thank you so much for joining our leadership. Everyone say hey up to our newest leader, blue_fish, and hearts in the chat for blue_fish because they went one step further and clicked on that join button. And guys, next week will be the leader only stream for February, so if you don't want to miss out on that, you guys know what to do. Hit that join button today. It is the only time on a leader only stream that you guys are able to call in and we discuss all the misadventures of the gruesome twosome. So if you don't want to miss out on that, you guys know what to do. Thank you so much to blue_fish for joining the leadership. Appreciate your face. Oh my goodness. Pam Plant says the Tig was named after her favourite wine. So she stated quite a while ago. Has nothing to do with Harry, way before him. Totally. Stacey Andrews says nothing wrong with being gobby. No, there is not. No, there is not. Project Metal Music Head Mod says, yep, can confirm Yorkshire people can be very gobby. Yep. Margaret Olsen, I wish Joan Rivers was still alive. I would love to hear her take on these two grifters. She always said it like it was. Maybe we could get Melissa's take. Oh, you know, I am seriously keeping an eye out on anyone else in Hollywood that, you know, is brave enough to speak out against Megxie. So if that happens, you know there's going to be a video on that. Totally. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Lisa Marie Bassett says, when she keeps rebranding, she's taking on yet another personality. That's called multiple personality disorders. I wouldn't diagnose it, but it is that. Whenever she's rebranding, she's also taking on another personality. Last year, she's a perfect housewife with American Riviera Orchard. This year, with As Ever, she's not as perfect, and it's all a little bit more down to earth kind of thing. Like, who the hell is she really in the grand scheme of things? And to more to the point, who the hell cares really? Evie, first time in the chat, go Stef. Hey, Evie, first time in the chat. Hey, up last. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate your face. Stephen Magnus, SM in the chat. Salute to you, my friend. Saying, as ever, Meghan has spent a total of $36,850 just in the fees paid to the USPTO for her 23 trademarks. She's paid to USPTO a total of $89,950, and that's the real winner of all of Meg's rebrand, the USPTO. You want to know the real winner of Meg's rebrands? It's not Megzy. It's not Netflix. It's the USPTO, because they're making bank over that dumb cowbag right now. What's the betting she's going to have to rebrand the As Ever kind of situation? What do you guys think? But yeah, TX KitKat is saying Netflix is making a huge mistake. Yep. And saying, wait until Doge goes after Archie. Well, I know. You guys have been messaging me, letting me know that you've been contacting Doge on Twitter to tell them to investigate Archewell Foundation. Oh my goodness. It's a wonderful sight to behold, guys. It really, really is. Also, as well, we've got Taz. Hey up, Taz. Thank you so much for the $2 sugar bucks. Ruining a sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way. And my favourite, yay, the Ginger Doggy Fighting Arts moment. I love it. For those that don't know, this is a ginger doggy. The heart's coming from its tail. When you lift the tail from the doggy, what's directly underneath? The butthole. Therefore, this is a Ginger Doggy Fighting Arts moment. You'll never be able to ever unsee it ever again. You're welcome. Oh, Taz, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Nina Porter says, I'm new here, but have been watching forever, never commented before. Well, Nina, thank you so much for being here and watching my videos and streams and supporting the community. And thanks for coming in. Hey up, first time commenter, Nina. Hey up, lass. Thank you so much. And Bluefish, my goodness, hearts for Bluefish right now, because not only did they smash that join button, but they've just gifted 5 leaderships to some of you lucky lots out there. So everyone say, hey up to our newest leaders, courtesy of Blue_Fish. Who else is going to jump in and kick off officially today's gifting wars? We are now 6 new leaders for today's live stream and just 4 away from double figures and making it to 10 new leaders. So who's going to help us get there? We may soon find out, guys. We may soon find out. Thank you so much to Blue_Fish for that. In the meantime, let's crack on with the second topic for today's live stream. Meghan Markle's As Ever brand has been called an insult to real life gurus. Who said it? What's going on? Let's get into it right now. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the Alternate, your nerdy alternative, and I am here live for the Daily Nerd, Friday the 21st of February 2025. If you want to catch this live, you can do so every Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern. And in this segment, I'm discussing how Meg's As Ever brand has been called an insult to actual lifestyle gurus like Martha Stewart and Joanna Gaines. What the deuce is going on? Well, this is courtesy of New York Post. And yeah, there she goes again. Who's writing this? This is by Kirsten Fleming. And yeah, saying, yeah, As Ever this week has been introduced. But yeah, it's pushing the same claim over and over again. Megzy, I'm authentic. Yeah, Megsy's trying to push this claim that she's authentic. Is anyone really drinking that Kool-Aid? I know I'm not. Scrap the American Riviera Orchard that she teased last year. Yeah, scrap that because, you know, the trademark office turned around and said that she couldn't use a brand name that was literally a geographical location. But the version she introduced to the world with a heavily produced, gauzy video of her in a rustic kitchen, arranging flowers and strolling around in a ball gown. Never mind about that. We're going to forget that even existed, because with this new Instagram video, she's done a full 180. Megzy in a garden wearing a simple white shirt, messy hair, is now the real her in all her earthy California splendor. Do you trust her now? So Megzy said, or tried to explain, tried to square that circle, right, and rewrite history, turning around and essentially saying that she had to drop the American Riviera orchard name because it limited her to source products and produce within that specific area. No, 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 no. Let's not rewrite history. No, she had to drop it because the trademark office told her to drop it because she couldn't name a brand after a geographical location. There's and there you go with the article calling her out on that as well. There's no mention, of course, of the trademarking was that forced her to change course in the first place, and no proof that she actually has a unique knack for cooking, entertaining, and decorating. If anything, and I've reported it on this channel, there was a Netflix insider that allegedly came out as a source, turning around and saying that she was an absolute nightmare to work with on this series, on this show. That the outcome wasn't worth all the effort and all the issues they had to deal with her in the first place whilst filming the damn thing. Also, as well, I do firmly believe that with this show, she didn't cook anything. That she had someone in the background do all the work for her, and then she would just pop up in the camera and pretend that it was all her doing it. The journalist then writes, we only have her stuffing this image down our throats. It's like she's been ringing the dinner bell for a year now and bringing absolutely nothing to the table. Mind the pun. Frankly, it's insulting to the real lifestyle gurus who chopped, baked, crafted and grouted their way to massive success. And this is the thing, right? Megsy just thinks that because she's now a Duchess and she's banging Hazard, that she can just waltz in without really doing the hard work right at the beginning and think she can be successful like that straight away. Not going to work. People like In Your Garden, Martha Stewart and Joanna Gaines honed their skills, running a celebrated food shop, a catering firm and a home flipping business respectfully before they ever became brands. And this is the thing, right? Megsy's not proved herself. That's one of the issues. She's not proved herself as an actual homemaker that we should listen to, that we should trust for advice when it comes to cooking, gardening, entertaining, and whatever else she's trying to grift and sell us. She's not. She's all of a sudden just popped up and being like, I can cook, I can garden, I can be a great homemaker, I can entertain, let me show you. Oh, and buy my shiz as well. She's not proven herself. Whereas all the other lifestyle gurus, they opened a food shop, a catering firm, a home flipping business before they even branched out and thought, you know what, I'm going to brand myself. Megsy has not had a business initially before this brand to prove that, yes, we can trust her when it comes to advice on cooking, gardening, entertaining and all that jazz. And again, you know, these real lifestyle gurus that have proven themselves have built devoted followings through their hard work, unique aesthetics, and the sheer force of their personalities. Megsy hasn't. I don't see any hard work. I don't see her laying the foundation, proving herself first before she even brands herself. And unique aesthetics, oh my goodness. I can't laugh harder at that. Her brand logo, literally, as far as we're concerned, is copied. Right? From that Spanish town. The actual name of a brand, As Ever, well, that's not unique at all. You've got the As Ever NYC that has had that moniker for 10 years. You've also got As Ever Photography as well. There's nothing unique about this at all as far as I'm concerned. And as far as a lot of you guys concerned that are watching right now. But here, this is right. In each case, the brand came after the proof of concept. What Megsy is doing is having the brand before proof of concept. Even Gwyneth Paltrow went from Hollywood A-lister to goopy goddess because she was genuinely a disciple of the woo-woo way of life, and she ended up hawking it to people. Suckers, she says people. But yeah. When Gwyneth Paltrow was more into the whole Hollywood acting scene, we knew she was into the woo-woo. She was discussing it. And that laid down the framework, the foundation for her to then launch Goop. When she launched Goop, it made sense. People were like, yeah, she is a fan of the woo-woo and all that malarkey. Do you know what? Yeah, fair enough. It makes sense that she's going to launch Goop and sell freaking a candle that smells of a vajayjay and a jade egg that you can put up your vajayjay and all this madness. Oh, and a necklace that has a vibrator on it that, actually vibrates and that you could actually use. It makes sense, right? With Gwyneth Paltrow. Because she laid down the foundation that she was known for that in the first place before she even branded herself as that. Megsy hasn't done that at all. The article continues, meanwhile, Markle, the narcissist, keeps insisting she's gonna be the next big thing. Yeah, I don't think so. Sorry, that just went a little bit. There we go, yeah. But she's not showing us. She thinks she's so interesting we'll all be lining up to buy what she's selling. I don't think so. The only thing I'm waiting for is her jam. So I can finally do the highly anticipated Jam Wars live on this channel. Because I've got the King's Jam, I've got the Small Batch Jam Company, which at the time there was a rumour that she stole the jam and the jazz and everything from Small Batch Company. So I got that. And I've even got jam that has literally been made, sourced and everything in my home county of Yorkshire. So the only reason why I'm kind of a little bit in the queue is to get her jam so I can actually do the long-awaited and highly anticipated Jam Wars here on this channel. Who do you think will taste better? Megsy? The King? The Jam Company it was rumoured she copied off of? Or Yorkshire? Bit of a close call, right, guys? But the article then says, she thinks she's so interesting, we'll all be lining up to buy what she's selling. If she ever gets round to having anything to sell beyond royal family secrets. Of course, she and her husband are very good at that. As yet, there have been no jam samples at the Montecito Farmers Market, no photos of production or sourcing, no recent impromptu videos of her fixing dinner or decorating for the holidays, no magical moments in her home, no nothing. Again, she's not laid the foundation to prove to us first that she is a legitimate lifestyle guru that we should trust when it comes to any tips or tricks. Just nothing. It's just, I'm launching a brand. Trust me, guys. The amount of lies, as far as I'm concerned, she tells, I won't trust her as far as I could freaking throw her. Before we continue, Eagle is Gaming. Welcome to the leadership. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate your face. Everyone say, hey up to our newest leader, Eagle is Gaming. Appreciate your face. Thank you so much. The article then continues. There's only pictures of unopened jam jars posted by a handful of her well-heeled pals. But yeah, she says before the Duchess became royal, she was a TV actress with a blog on which she raved about basic bitch staples and nominated Serena Williams for the Ice Bucket Challenge. That makes her an expert on what exactly? But Megsy isn't just in need for a rebrand for her jam and dog biscuits. She needs a personal one too. And as I was discussing in the first segment of this live stream, she's been called out as inauthentic, as fake, by Hollywood A-listers who are turning around and saying no one knows really who she is. What's her identity? Every rebrand, she changes her identity. That change of identity with every rebrand, you got to think, who the hell is she? She's just faking it at this point. Last month, she was called a disaster tourist for walking through the ashes of a burned-out LA neighborhood on the heels of a scathing vanity expose in which she was exposed for being controlling and a bully, which sent employees into therapy. Megsy needs to kind of get away from this whole fixation of brands and branding herself because no one likes her. And if no one likes her, no one's going to like what she's trying to grift to us in the first place, right? It's as simple as that. But this as ever brand going, full circle here, I would definitely agree. It is an actual insult to actual lifestyle gurus like Martha Stewart, like Joanna Gaines, like Gwyneth Paltrow. Why? Because all those actual lifestyle gurus, they built a foundation upon which they proved themselves first before they actually branded themselves. With catering businesses, with a shop, with Gwyneth Paltrow, while she was more of a Hollywood A-list actress, when she was acting more, turning around and discussing all the woo-woo stuff that she liked. They all set down the foundation and made themselves known to be interested in this arena and have knowledge and expertise in this arena before they even then launched a brand. Megsy's doing it the other way around, or trying to anyway, which is, here's a brand, and now I'm going to prove myself as to why you should trust me, and my tips and my techniques as to how to cook and bake and entertain and garden and all this lot. It's like, I'm launching my brand. Trust me, bro. I don't think so. I really don't think so at all. Now, with that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm not done with you guys yet, because the third topic for today's live stream is that Prince Harry's visa lawsuit has taken a shocking twist. What twist has it taken? Oh, stay tuned. That'll be coming up in a moment. But for those watching live and on the replay, if you haven't done so already, please make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Do you think Megsy's as ever brand is an insult to real lifestyle gurus? Let me know. With that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. Those watching on the replay, thanks for joining. Appreciate your faces. Until the next time, laters. All right, and that was the second topic for today's live stream. Oh my goodness, Frank S., thank you so much for that very, very generous $20 sugar bucks, ruining a lot of Sugar's days by sending a lot of sugar bucks my ways, saying, hey up, Stef. Hey up, Frank S., appreciate your face. Thank you so, so much. Anya D., thank you so much for the $5 sugar bucks. Again, ruining a Sugar's day by sending some sugar bucks my way, because we know the sugars are lurking, and to the sugars, hi, morons. They hate it when you support us Megxiteers like this if you can. So, yeah, if you want to really piss off a sugar, this is what you can do, if you can, of course. But Anya D., thank you so much for the $5 sugar bucks, saying, why are big companies still playing along with the Duchess of Markle? Quite simply, it's because they don't have a choice right now. They're under contract. But once that contract comes to an end, like Netflix, they're going to drop her like a hot freaking potato. Anna Chadroni, thank you so much for the $5 sugar bucks, saying, ciao, Bella. Ciao, Bella. Come stai? Come stai? Oh, Anna, thank you so, so much. Let's see what else you guys are saying before we get on to the third topic for today's live stream. Let's have a look. Brenda Gore says she should call it not ever, or as if. That's one that I've seen on Twitter a lot. As if. I'm liking that one. I really, really am. Kimby is like, call it whatever. That's a good one. That is a good one. Sharon Wright agrees that it is an insult. Her brand is an insult to real lifestyle gurus. I would say so as well. And oh my goodness, we have the Sarge in the chat. Hey up, Sarge. How's it going? Thank you so much for the $10 sugar bucks. And oh, it's the ginger doggy. And he's like, yay. Oh, appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. With that being said, let's crack on with the third topic for today's live stream. Prince Harry's visa lawsuit has taken a shocking twist. What's going on now? Let me explain. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and I am here live for the Daily Nerd Friday edition. If you want to catch me, then you can do every Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern. And in the third segment for today's live stream, I'm going to be discussing how Prince Harry's visa lawsuit has taken a shocking twist. I've been reporting on this right from the beginning. For any alternate OGs out there, you guys know. So with that being said, here is the latest update. Department of Homeland Security has made the shock decision on Prince Harry's secret US visa records that could reveal if he actually lied about his past illicit substance use on the application. And so, yes, it has been announced that some of Prince Harry's visa documents will be made public after the Department of Homeland Security agreed to release them. Lawyers for the Department of Homeland Security said that 3 items can be unsealed with redactions, given the biggest insight yet as to whether Hazard did lie or not on the application form. However, a fourth document is not going to be made public. As the judge has ruled, that should stay private. I don't know what this fourth document is all about, to be fair, guys. The latest twist comes days after Donald Trump has turned around and said that he wouldn't deport Prince Harry because he's got enough problems with his wife. However, President Trump has turned around and said, but hang on a minute, I would support prosecuting Hazard if he has broken the law when it comes to the visa immigration application kind of situation, right? And so, yeah, this is where we're at the moment. And so in a filing, John Bardo, the lawyer for Department of Homeland Security, said that it determined that redacted versions of items 1 to 3 can be made public, saying specifically the defendant would propose redacting all information in these items that would reveal information that the court has determined defendant can withhold, and that the materials would be given to Judge Carl Nichols by March the 6th. So the countdown is on, guys. March the 6th, guys. We may find out on that day or very shortly afterwards what is in this visa application. Did Hazard lie? Hopefully, we will get an answer to that. With respect to the fourth item, whatever this thing is, Department of Homeland Security said it don't believe it's possible to remove any of the existing redactions without releasing information that the court has determined the DHS can withhold. No further details were given on what the 4 items actually are. And so, yeah, the document was filed weeks after Judge Nichols said that he wanted to make the maximum amount of material public about Hazard's visa forms. And wouldn't you have thought it? Hazard's representatives have declined to comment on the case, which is very interesting because they have commented in the past and have turned around and said that Hazard has been completely truthful in his application. So why didn't they say that now? Why aren't they saying that now? Why is it no comment? Why is it declined to comment? Why aren't they just repeating what they've said over the years, which is Hazard has disclosed absolutely everything on this application. There's no issue whatsoever. It's all Gucci. For Hazard's representatives to decline to comment on this case, it may mean Hazard's in trouble. Because again, why decline? When they've commented in the past and said, Hazard disclosed everything, there's no problem. They could have just said that again for that article right here. And they didn't. Why? So, yeah, that is the shocking twist to Prince Harry's visa lawsuit. We're finally going to get something out of this. The US visa application is going to be released with redactions. The fourth document not. But documents 1 to 3 will be with redactions. We don't know what these documents 1 to 3 actually are. Hopefully, like I said, it will put an end to this mystery as to whether Hazard did lie on his application or not when it comes to his past illicit substance use. March the 6th, guys, the deadline is on. Hopefully on that day or shortly afterwards, we will find out the answer to all of that. In the meantime, for those watching live, stay exactly where you are because the fourth and final topic for today's live stream will be coming up shortly. Megsy's friend Mindy Kaling leaves us cringing over new comments about her upcoming Netflix show. What has she said? We're going to have a laugh on that one. But for those watching live on the replay, please make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatevers. What do you think to this new twist? Are you happy that we're finally going to get something out of this now? That the judge is going to be releasing something when it comes to Hazard's application form? Do you think it's going to answer the question whether Hazard lied or not? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Those watching live, stay exactly where you are. Those watching on the replay, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate all your faces. And until the next time, you guys, laters. All right, and that was the third topic for today's live stream. Let's jump into the fourth and final topic for today's live stream. And those watching live, stay exactly where you are, because straight after that, you will be redirected to a premiere video of mine over on my second channel, Political Nerds. Stop forcing me to eat a halal. By all means, if fast food restaurants want to provide halal, not a problem. But please provide a non-halal version for those that would prefer that, right? Make it more inclusive, right? It's pretty much the point of this video. But what the hell is going on? Why is it all coming up on controversy again? Stay tuned, because straight after this live stream, you'll be redirected to that premiere video. And make sure you do support the expansion of the Altiverse and subscribe to my second channel, Political Nerds. Thanks to everyone that supported me over there so far. It's been absolutely amazing and very humbling to see you guys support me over there. So thank you so, so much. With that being said, let's get into the fourth and final topic for today's live stream, and let's have a laugh with this one. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and I am here for the Daily Nerd live Friday, the 21st of February 2025. For those that don't want to miss it, you can join me every Friday, 7 o'clock UK time, 2 o'clock Eastern. And in the final segment, I'm discussing how Meghan Markle's friend, Mindy Kaling, is leaving us all cringing over new comments about Meg's upcoming Netflix show. And so, yeah, this is what she had to say with a chat with Time magazine saying, quote, "I think a misconception about Meghan is that she's in any way fussy or has expectations of fanciness." Well, hang on a minute. Last year, there were sources close to Meghan turning around and saying that she's got an eye for detail. Like a freakishly attention to detail. A freakishly attention to detail. Oh, but no. Now she's not in any way fussy or has expectations of fanciness. Where's that freakishly attention to detail gone then? I'm just asking for a friend. But then she goes on to say she's really down-to-earth person who knows a lot of fun tricks to make entertaining and cooking easier. Well, I don't know that. She's not proving that to me. She's launching a brand and turning around and saying, "Trust me, I know what I'm talking about," without really ever laying the groundwork to prove that she knows what she's talking about in the first place before she even launches this freaking brand. She's doing it all backwards, yet again. So Mindy Kaling said that Megsy and she had met when she was on maternity leave after welcoming her third child, with Megsy texting her to ask if she wanted to come for a meal at her Montecito Royal mansion. Asked if she picked up any hosting tips, Mindy Kaling said, "Spoiler alert, I did. The theme was throwing a party for children. I love cooking, but I'm really not good at entertaining. I don't know anything about how you're not supposed to use overhead lighting when people come over. You're supposed to use little lamps. But Meghan just knows how to do that stuff." Again, I don't know that. She's launching a brand before she even proves herself, saying, "Trust me, I know what I'm talking about," without actually proving to us first that she does. Mindy then says, "For kids' parties, I usually just go to the party supply store and get paper things, which I don't judge, and neither does she. But it was fun to learn simple ways to do a homemade kids' party." She added that Megsy had gifted her a basket of fresh produce and homemade jam and hot sauce because she knew I loved hot sauce. She's a very generous woman who knew I needed a break. No. She ain't generous. Megsy's not generous, opinion conspiracy theory, whatever. She's just using Mindy Kaling, opinion conspiracy theory, whatever, to try and get more contacts in Hollywood. The term "you got Markled" is not around for no damn reason. You know what I mean? She's the freaking bed. Mindy Kaling needs to talk to the likes of Jessica Mulroney. Megsy's not your friend, lass. Really, really not your friend. Now, Mindy Kaling's comments were absolutely blasted. We've got Brittany from Royal News Network that was quoted in the Daily Mail. And well done to Brittany for being quoted by Daily Mail in that regard. Make sure you do subscribe to Brittany over on Royal News Network here on YouTube. And they're quoting her saying, sure, that advice works if you own a $15 million mansion, but for the average Joe, they wouldn't do that. Gosh, this thing sounds so out of touch. If you artfully place lamps around your home rather than using, I don't know, the light switch, turn the lights on, please let me know. Another fan saying, totally clueless. Do they not understand how silly and ridiculous that sounds? Why can't you use overhead lighting? I need to see what the kids are doing. Megsy doesn't have a maternal bone in her body. And that's the thing, when I'm entertaining, I've got lights on. I've got lights on, overhead lights, and a couple of candles, depending. There's nothing wrong in that. What the hell? Already, the advice that we're getting from Megsy via Mindy Kaling, I'm there thinking, she ain't proving shiz. She ain't proving that she's this all-encompassing expert when it comes to lifestyle and entertaining, this, that, and the other. It's absolutely ridiculous. You're not allowed overhead lighting when you're entertaining, essentially, is what they're saying. Freaking bent. I would like to see if my guests are enjoying, what I'm providing them when it comes to food and the entertaining and all that malarkey, right? More importantly, I'd like my guests to see their food on the table so they know what they're eating, right? And they can actually see the food instead of scrambling in the freaking dark with little freaking lamps spotted all over the place. Like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? No wonder everyone's cringing over these comments from Mindy Kaling. Seriously. When With Love Meghan comes out on Netflix, all right, make sure you subscribe to this channel because I'm doing a watch party. I'm going to watch this thing so you guys don't have to. From the first episode all the way to the very end of the last one, right? You're going to see my unfiltered thoughts, reactions, the whole freaking lot, okay? Are we going to have fun? I hope so. I hope I don't get to the end where I want to just end my life like I did when I did the watch party for Polo. That was like pulling freaking teeth out. It really, really was. But with that being said, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. I'm still not done with you yet. For those watching on the replay, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever. Do you agree when you're hosting a dinner party not to have overhead lights? Just little lamps dotted around here and there. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Again, those watching live, stay exactly where you are. Thank you so much to the replay guys for tuning in. Appreciate your faces. Until the next time, laters. All right, and that was the fourth and final topic for today's Daily Nerd Live. Thank you so much to everyone that's tuned in. I really appreciate your faces. And those that have stayed right until the end, I really appreciate your faces. With that being said, stay exactly where you are because straight after this stream ends, you're going to be redirected to this right here, my second channel, and the video that's going to be premiering very shortly. Stop forcing me to eat halal. By all means, if a fast food restaurant wants to provide halal options, not a problem. But please, to be all inclusive, I would like them to also provide non-halal options as well for those that don't subscribe to halal, right? Nothing wrong in saying that. And I'm going to describe a little bit more about what's going on in the UK when it comes to the fast food restaurants over here and why all of a sudden this is getting very, very controversial and getting a lot of people very, very angry and mad. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much to everyone that's tuned in, that's subscribed, that hit that like button, that's commented in the live chat, that's joined as a leader, that sent sugar books my way. Thank you so much to everyone that supported this channel, however which way you can. I appreciate all your faces. The premiere's starting right now, so you're going to be redirected. The link to the premiere is also pinned right at the top of the live chat if you want to go over now. I'll be in the chat right here, chatting with you guys as well, so the fun continues over on Political Nerds. I appreciate all your faces. Thank you so much for all your support. I will next see you this Sunday, 10 o'clock UK time, 5 o'clock Eastern, for another Daily Nerd Live. Have a good weekend, guys, and until then, laters.